So the trim pieces are cut out of the material that I made the ceiling out of. It's hardboard. The reason I used this is because this backside is shiny. So the light kind of spreads, it bounces off of this and it spreads really easily. So I just traced this piece of plastic to cut this piece of trim so that it fits. Yes, that will do it. So these are probably about as straight as I'm gonna be able to get them. I'm pretty happy with them. They're not perfect, obviously, but they're not terrible. And the white side is the side that's gonna be facing the ceiling. So it's actually going to be this side that you will see.
Gosh, son. Cheese and well, it's meat and crackers and water.
Yay! Alright, so I am using the same paint that I used for the ceiling panels. It's like a mold and mildew proof paint. I'm just using the rest of it to paint these pieces. And these are what the strip lights are going to attach to, and also what the bottom piece is going to attach to. Next, I'm going to coat it with polyurethane like I do everything in the van. And then we're going to move on to the staining. This is just some stuff I had left over in my garage. I have a ton of random colors up there. Alright, so I finished the first coat of the walnut with the gel, and now I'm going to go over all of them again with the red oak. I'll apply it with a rag this time, just kind of rub it in, and we're going to see what that does. I guess since they're not real wood, I can't expect them to stain like real wood or look like real wood. Alright, so like literally everything else, we are going to coat it with a polyurethane sealant. You don't want any moisture getting in here. I'm going to take a little bit of paint thinner here, and I'm going to look at the backs where I likely got, oh, I didn't do too bad. I got a little bit of stain on the white part. Really isn't a big deal because it's going to be facing the ceiling, but I am just going to go over it and just try to get some of that off a little bit, just so it's a little cleaner. Oh, and that's coming right off. Look at that. That will reflect light really nicely. Alright, so this is my fancy little drill bit, so I'm going to see what happens if I try to make a little indent in this hardboard. Let's see what it would look like if I didn't do that. Actually, it looks like crap. What a difference. Alright, so I found a bunch of these. So ultimately, that's what it would look like. Alright, time for the install. I haven't quite made enough of these for the entire length of the whole thing because the strip lights are going to attach to it, but I figured it could kind of have breaks in between. And this is also going to help for the fact that the ceiling is like curved and it's not completely flat. But we will see if I end up regretting that decision. I'm attaching these where I know there are panels, so it's actually helpful, and I'm really glad that I did not make the seams and where the screws are like unnoticeable, because I need to know where there are studs underneath. So it's very helpful that I can actually see what's going on underneath of this panel. I'm not gonna lie, I am feeling a little scared about this, but I guess that's how I feel every step of the way. It feels like I'm gonna screw it up, but we'll see. All right, so that actually looks better than I thought it would. Just be sure if you have cabinets that you're gonna have enough room here. Another reason why I did some of them with an angle like that, because it will give it even a little bit more clearance. So we've decided to go with Arlen's plan to remove the lights from the wood pieces, and we're instead going to attach them, this feels weird, attach them to this bottom piece. They're going to reflect the light onto the ceiling, and then you won't be able to see the yellow strip lights when they're off. We're also going to run some of the lights under the cabinets so that we're not wasting any, because I had this much left over. So we're going to rewire it a little bit.
Coming in or out?
Stay there.
Okay.
Did I tell you my dad told me to say next time somebody comments about safety glasses, to say that my dad got a real bad injury
Yeah, you told me
from
about that.
safety glasses and he still has not recovered. A lifelong injury. Alrighty, so time to view the finished results. So you can see we did do the bottoms of the cabinets, which it's really nice being able to have it all on one switch. Now, when the door is open, these lights obviously look a bit warm, but let me step in here. Look at what the difference that makes. And that's really just in the camera. And here it is at night, and it is so much better. I'm absolutely obsessed. I love them so much. I think that it serves perfect purpose, having the trim be the light fixture, and it also hides the seams from the ceiling really well. These are the lights I got. I will put the length that I got onto the screen. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was a pretty large amount, and we did end up using almost all of it. And so let me show you the remote. I just have it mounted here with some Velcro. I'm probably going to have some shelving up here that's going to kind of hide this so it's not an eyesore. Eventually I am going to mount this thing kind of as like an outlet somewhere. I just haven't decided where yet, and I'm gonna wait until I put the cabinets in and finish some stuff over here before I mount that at all. So really I can put this anywhere I want to have the light switch. I may keep it like over here or something, but I wanted to show at how cool it is that I will definitely use the dimming features. Like if I'm watching TV or something, you can turn, this was 25%, and then you can like just keep going darker. So this is probably the lowest one, which I think it looks super cool like this. Honestly, you could sleep with it like this. You could set a timer and have it on
10 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour like this. This would actually be really good to watch a movie with. And honestly, I'm so obsessed with these lights. I'm so happy that I did not do puck lights like everybody else does. I think that this was more than worth it. And if you are trying to decide what type of lighting to do for your van, I highly recommend this method.